It's Jackie. So I am going to do a little chit chat get ready with me video this morning. Y'all know these are long and I just feel really bad for my husband because I legitimately thought it took me like 10 or 15 minutes to do my makeup, and then doing the videos I'm like, oh my god, it just took me 20 minutes to do eyeshadow. This is a little insane. So y'all, whatever. Sit down. If you have nothing else to do, we'll do our makeup together. Yay! Okay, so I'm just going to start out with the Revlon PhotoReady foundation. This has kind of been like my total go-to foundation recently because I love the coverage. I love the finish on it. I love everything about it. This is a great foundation, and this is a great foundation too if, you know, you're one of those people that are like, you know, yeah, I'd like my skin to look a little bit better, but every time I put foundation on, it always makes it look worse. This is the foundation for you because this has a really, you know, natural finish on the skin. And that's what the problem with, I think, at least a lot of the foundations that I had tried, you know, it seemed to like enhance all my imperfections instead of making me look better. And, you know, you don't want to look like you have, you know, a ton of makeup on your face. So I love this stuff. And this is supposed to be a dupe for the Makeup Forever HD foundation too. So, and I'm just using the Real Techniques face brush by Samantha Chapman, and you can get these at Ulta. These are such good brushes, and I own some, you know, pricier brushes, and this is like identical to my Sephora airbrush foundation brush. And I think this was, I don't know the exact price point on it. It was under $10 though, which is really reasonable. And girls, brushes will last you forever. You do have to wash them. I like to wash mine. I actually, if I'm in a hurry and I'm like, oh crap, my brush is disgusting, but you know, I have to do my makeup right now and I don't really have a lot of time to wait for it, I will just wash it out with alcohol, a little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and it'll wash it up, you know, really nice. It'll get all the makeup out of it. It'll disinfect it, and then it'll dry super fast. So, you know, if you're one of those girls that's like, oh, I can't wash my brushes because I'm always using them, just wash it out with alcohol real quick and it'll be, you know, done and over with. So the way I do my nails, I don't know if you guys have noticed my nails in some other videos, but the way I do my nails is I have that gel polish with the UV light, and I got the light from Sally's for like 60 bucks. And you know, it seems like a lot for a UV light. Okay, I'm just using the Maybelline DreamLumi. It seems like a lot at first. Like my initial investment when I got like a couple of polishes, it was over $100, but it's like, okay, that's like 3 manicures, you know, 3 gel manicures at the salon. So, you know, really when you think about it, it is just so worth the price. Let me think. What I do is I have just regular loose glitter, and I will put the foundation clear coat on my nails, cure that under the light. It cures in 45 seconds. So you cure that under the light, then I'll put a top coat on it, put glitter, you know, sprinkle the glitter right on the top coat, cure that together, and then put another top coat over it, and then you're done. And cure that. But the best thing with gel polish is, you know, I mean, ladies, we all want our nails to look nice, but we also want to, you know, we have to do other things during the day, and I don't have time, you know, I don't have the time, but I don't have the desire to, you know, do my nails every week. And this gel nail polish will stay completely chip free for I have some brands that will, I mean, you have to like, you know, saw it off your nails practically. Okay, so we're all concealed up here, will look like. Alright, and a good thing with your foundation, before you put your setting powder on, you really want to make sure that your foundation is set. Okay, you don't want to put a powder on top of tacky foundation or it's going to look tacky. It's not going to be cute. You know, it's just going to create a really unnatural finish. You don't want people to be able to see the layers of your makeup. You know, you want everything to just look natural and blended out and, you know, good. So I'm just going to use this Laura Gellar's Balance and Brighten. I'm kind of been in love with this, and I'm using it in the shade Tan. And I think I mentioned this in another video. I like doing a setting powder to just be a little bit darker because I feel like it gives you that warmth without, you know, you having to really go crazy on the bronzer, which I tend to do anyway, so whatever. But I just feel like this adds, you know, a nice initial bit of, you know, warmth to your face, and especially now in the winter time that we're all getting a little pale around the gills. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to contour. What am I going to use? I'm like starting this basics series of, you know, makeup videos, kind of like how-tos on foundation and then contouring and blush and highlight and, you know, all this stuff. And I'm trying to make them fast, like I do all my videos, and, you know, I guess fast to me is still like 30 minutes long. Every video is going to have to be like edited, you know, cut down into 3 parts. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm long-winded, girls, and it takes me so long to do my makeup. Alright. So we're just contouring now. A little bit of bronzer. I go on either side of the forehead, right up here on my hairline. Kind of messing up my hair. I did my hair a little bit different. Well, a lot of it different today. I got this. I don't even remember what I'm doing with my face anymore. I'm all distracted by thinking about my new curling iron. I got this Numi curling wand. Oh, I'd been looking at it online for, you know, some time, and then I saw it on Hotlook, and they had it for like way discounted. Like, it was normally like $150 and I got it for $50. So this is what it looks like. I really like it. It's like, I think it's 13 millimeters down here and 25 millimeters up top. So, you know, it has like a reversed, you know, it's bigger at the top. And how I use it is I use it like this, and I, you know, twist the hair around with the, you know, top part being in the small part. And the nice thing about this one is it gets really hot, but it has this little end cap that doesn't get hot, so you can kind of rest your finger on there. I find it pretty easy to use. This curled my hair way quicker than any traditional curling iron ever has. I was really impressed by it. I'm going to use the Dream Bouncy in Hot Tamale. This is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush. This is so nice. This is just a really nice cream blush. I love cream. I have bronzer on my finger still. I love using cream blushes, especially in the winter time. You know, it just gives such a nice, you know, natural glow. I mean, if you're afraid of blushes, don't be, ladies. It's so important. Okay, so blush is done. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit of highlight with What's Up. I'm loving this. I got this for my birthday from Sephora. And I'm just kind of obsessed with it. I mean, it's to the point that, you know, I would definitely buy. The thing with, okay, I love Benefit. They're probably one of my favorite high-end brands, just because they're so, I think they have a lot of really unique products. Sorry, I'm not organized, like, at all right now. It's like, look at all my stuff. Look, nonsense. Nonsense and nonsense. I'm sorry, but, you know, what are we going to do? So I can't even find the primer that I want. Oh, yeah, I can. It's right here. What was I saying? I don't remember. The beauty. The beauty of frickin' being alone in a room by yourself and not being able to have you be like, oh, yeah, it was that. I don't remember. Oh, Benefit. Okay. So I think they just have a lot of really, really unique products. I love their cheek tints so much. Their freaking Posy tint is really to die for. And this is one of the great things about Benefit is they offer all these little kits that you can try, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 different products for a really reasonable price. And you're getting a whole bunch of different things that the price point might be 30 bucks a piece on for maybe 35 bucks total. So it's a good deal. Look into all those little like high-end kits. That's the best way to try any sort of high-end brand. If you're not sure about the brand, I mean, almost every single high-end makeup purchase that I have ever made has been a kit to see if I like it, and then if there's 1 or 2 things that I love in that specific kit, I will go ahead and buy that. Okay, so let's do eyes. All right, I think I'm gonna do like kind of like a navy today. I never really know what I'm gonna do until I actually like get here and start doing this. Alright, let's start out with this. Let's start out with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Cottage Cheese. Let's zoom in. Fun time for all. Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this all over my lids for kind of as a base. This is pretty. Alright. What else can I talk about? I feel like these are really boring and long, and, you know, I guess maybe, you know, just something to play in the background while you're, you know, doing your laundry or picking up your kid's bedroom or something. Who knows? Who knows what we're going on here. Alright. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. And then let's go into, I'm going to use the Revealed palette right now. I'm going to go into this color right here, which is an exact dupe for Verve and Naked 2, the Naked 2 palette. And you can use any sort of silver. The reason why I like this silver in particular for me, I am really warm skin toned, and I find that a lot of silvers, if I try to wear, you know, just like a straight up silver on my eye, it just looks too cold for me. I don't know even how to describe it. It just looks, it doesn't look right. It's like clashing with my skin tone. Like my skin tone doesn't want to have anything to do with a cool silver shade on my lid. But this has a little bit of warmth to it, So I find that I can wear this, you know, and not look really weird. I don't know. I can't even describe what happens to me when I put, you know, like almost the same thing as where I can't really wear white either on my eyes because it's just, I don't know. I look better with creams and nonsense. Okay. So we're going to go into, this is from, oh crap, what's this freaking thing called? Yeah, I'll look it up. We're going to go into like this lighter navy blue color. This is from, these are Wet n Wild, and what the heck is this palette called? So, I had so much makeup, and the problem with all the makeup that I had was that, especially eyeshadows, I was not using everything. And obviously you're not going to use every single shadow every single day, but I was really starting to get into ruts where I just reached for like the same thing every day over and over, and it was like, you know, nothing but naked palette all the time just because that's what was at my fingertips. So I had wanted to buy a Z palette, which I had heard a lot of my, you know, YouTube beauty girls talking about. And basically what it is, it's a magnetized palette and it comes empty, and it's up to you to take your eyeshadows out of, you know, whatever container that they're currently in, and, you know, put them into this little palette, which I think is such, you know, a cool concept. I'm like, okay, great, you'll have everything at your fingertips, you know, all your eyeshadows and whatever. So I get online to check out how much they are, and I'll probably buy one eventually, just, you know, for the heck of it. But they were, I don't know, like 25 bucks a piece, I think. And my whole hang up on it was like, okay, well, I want to get like 4, you know, and I want them right now. So I obviously, you know, couldn't have them at my fingertips, and looked up on YouTube about, you know, like DIY Z palettes, and I found this girl who's made them out of a DVD case, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is like the perfect idea. So I took out all of my Wet n Wild shadows, and they're all in here. And then some of, I've had these two, see these little square ones right here? I've had these since high school, which is probably longer than you're supposed to keep makeup, but whatever. They're such pretty colors though. And they don't, like, they make the shade still, but it's not the same. And I just like, you know, it's like bringing new life to old makeup that was stuffed away, you know, all in a drawer and not being used. And now it's being used again, and I love that. So, and it was free, you know, with the exception of the duct tape that I decorated it with, which only cost a few bucks. Alright, now I'm just going into, sorry, I should have showed you. I'm going into this, oh, this one. This deeper navy right here, and I'm just going to use it in my crease and to create like a cat eye. Don't be scared, you know we're going to blend that out. Yeah, okay, so these, I need to look up what palette this is from Wet n Wild. This is driving me insane. There's Petal Pusher, Comfort Zone, and this one are the 8-pan, you know, color icon, I think that's what they're called, palettes. And, oh my god. Alright, hold on. Okay, it's called Blue Had Me at Hello, and the colors that came in it, okay, so these 3, these 2, this one, this black and this black. So it came with a matte black, a sparkly black, a silver, which you can use the silver in that for your, you know, silver in this look if you want. Okay, let's blend this puppy out. Alright, and I always like to, if I'm using a cool color like this, I like to warm it up just a little bit in between this cool color right here and my lid. So a good trick in that, you could take like, you know, any sort of pinky colored blush or eyeshadow, but I like to use blush. This is NYX Cheek Glow in Riverside Rose, and this is just a really natural mauve color, but I feel like it makes such a nice transition just to blend out that blue shade into your highlight, and it just creates just the most subtle change, but I mean it makes a huge difference in your whole look. Okay, now I'm gonna go, I'm gonna get a little liner brush. Where's my little brush? Okay, so now we're going to wet your brush a little bit, and we're gonna go back into the lighter of the two navy blue colors, okay? So I just have a little bit of water here. Alright, I'm just going to use the cap to get my brush a little bit, you know, damp. And all you do is just stick it in there. I like a little brush, a teeny little brush like this, a little smudge brush. And this one's kind of, you know, it's smushed on one side, so it's flat. So I just get it damp and then kind of wipe it off. And you're going to take it into your blue right here. And we're just going to go right under the lower lash line with this. What a wet brush does, it really is going to transform, you know, any powder obviously into more of a liquid state. So it's going to go on your eye at a richer concentration. Like, see how much more that blue is popping under my eye? You know, just because I'm using this brush wet with the shadow. And, you know, baked shadows are actually, you know, really specifically made to be used wet and dry, but any shadow you can use wet. And I find for liner, it's just like perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And now with the darker blue now, we're gonna go in just on the outer half of your eye. And all this is doing is just giving a little more dimension to your look. You can skip this step. I mean, most of these steps are, you know, skippable. You can do a more simplified version of this. I just seem to want to put, you know, every eyeshadow that I own on my eyes, so, you know, just bear with me, ladies. Okay, so that's that. Let's do black eyeliner now. Alright, so I'm listening to YouTube, going on a little YouTube fest, listening to David Bowie this morning. And I love that song he sings when in the movie Labyrinth, when he's in the ballroom with Sarah. I mean, he's so dramatic the way you know, he does his voice. I love David Bowie's voice. It's all like, and I'll be there for you. I love that more than life. I just, I can't even handle it. David Bowie was so sexy in that movie. Okay, so, yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of black liner here. So I'm thinking of, I really like doing, you know, cosplays, kind of, make myself up as other people. And I'm really wanting to do David Bowie's Labyrinth makeup. It's so fantastic, and I do not want to even wait for Halloween. So if you would like to see me, you know, do any random, you know, non-Halloween related throughout the year dress-up videos, let me know, because I want to dress up. I'll do it anyway, even if you don't want to see it, so. I think Boy George would be fun to do too. Like old school Boy George. New school Boy George would be fun to do too, with his crazy like bald head and like that weird like cubist design that he wears on his face now for makeup. Oh, I love him. And on a side note, I would really like Wham and Culture Club to get back together and come perform a concert for me. That would be great for me. I would like that a lot. I am such a little like 80s music junkie. I mean, I swear to God, I love it. They don't make music like that anymore. I don't even listen to the radio. I'm 100% addicted to Pandora. Watering my waterline. Yep, watering my waterline, trying to make it grow. Lining my waterline, try. And I love gel liners for watering your waterline. I think the application of it with the brush, do not be afraid of brushes, girls. Don't be afraid of anything. I have this book called Face the Fear and Do It, or Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, and I just think that's such a good like motto to have, because I think, you know, we hold ourselves back so often with, you know, the things that make us afraid, or what, you know, I think more than anything you're just afraid to fail at something, so you don't even want to try. And it's a foolish way to be, you know. I do that a lot too, you know. I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess up, so I just won't do it at all, you know. And I just think, you know, how are you going to ever grow as a person if you don't try new things? Try new things. Be a big girl. Okay. I'm going to put my eyebrows on now. One of my big tricks for my brows is I always put on eye primer on my eyebrows. Well, I say always, when I remember. Because it holds my brow powder on so much longer. I don't always like to use the gel that comes with it, so I feel that like the primer does a really good job. So I just use a little angled brush. This one's from Benefit, but I just use a little guy like that for my eyebrows when I'm doing powder. I also have my Milani pen that I love. But I usually end up going over it with powder too, so sometimes I just, you know, sometimes I just do the pen, sometimes I just do the powder, sometimes I do both. Do you girls ever feel like, I always feel like the worse I feel about myself, the more makeup I end up wearing. Like on days that I'm sad, I always like, end up wearing so much makeup. You know what I mean? Like on days that you're just feeling like weird and funky, you just wake up and you're just like, look at yourself, and then you come out of the, you know, bathroom an hour later looking like a drag queen and feeling like $1,000,000. That's kind of how I run my life. Yeah. Let me tell you, the best makeup tips I have ever learned, I have learned by watching my queen friends and RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm Barbara Walters now. Yeah, it's seriously like, I mean, honey, if you want makeup artist, you know, throw that nonsense out the window. You look at a damn drag queen that can, you know, make himself go from a man to, you know, somebody who's prettier than you. It's like, I always wake up in the morning, I have all these queens on my Facebook, and I'm like, and you're all prettier than me. Thanks. Okay, so I am going to put my lashes on and come back and show you the end of this look. Bye. Okay, so I put my lashes on, and I also added a little bit of glitter. I used this NYX Crystal Liner, and this is in Crystal Silver. And how I did it, I just put, I'll put a little more on for you. I just put a little bit on my finger and just dabbed it right on my lid like that. And then I also went just right underneath with just what I had left on the brush after I had dipped my finger, you know, so it was pretty much bare, but you know, it just had a little bit of glitter left. So this is the look, ladies. Let's zoom you in. So we're just, you know, navy today. This would be, you know, a really pretty New Year's look. Any sort of holiday party look. I think this is a really pretty fun look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will see you later. Bye.